This was our first cruise with Seabourn, and the smallest ship we have been on with just under 200 passengers. The itinerary took in Ravenna in Italy, 4 ports in Croatia, and Kotor in Montenegro. It was a round trip starting and ending in Venice. Ravenna is a city which boasts 8 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, mostly churches decorated with mosaics dating from the 6th century. We started off by taking a bus to the Basilica of Sant'Apollinare in Classe, about 5 miles south of Ravenna. It's extremely well preserved and turned out to be the most impressive of all the sites we visited in Ravenna. This one is the Basilica of Sant Vitale. It was a very warm sunny day, and we went to about 5 of the main sites before getting a shuttle bus back to our ship. The next day we moored in Treluca Bay, near the small town of Sali, on the Croatian island of Dugi Otok. We had a lovely walk around the coastline and through the sleepy little town. Mainly, though, this was a day for lazing around on the ship. An unusual feature of this ship is a marina that slides out the back of the hull. There were various water sports on offer, and I went for a paddle in a kayak. Korčula is a small medieval walled town on an island of the same name. The town is crisscrossed with these narrow passages and covers only a very small area. It took us just about half an hour to walk around. We then went off on an excursion, taking a boat across to the mainland and then by coach to visit 3 Croatian wineries. It was interesting to hear from the winemakers how things have changed since the breakup of Yugoslavia, but they each produce only 1 or 2 different wines, so the tastings were nothing special. The approach to Kotor in Montenegro is spectacular, passing through a narrow channel into a long fjord. Our first activity on arrival was to go shopping in the local food market with the ship's chef. Most of the food for the cruise would have been loaded in bulk in Venice, but they do buy small amounts of fresh fish, fruit and vegetables along the way. Next we visited the Kotor fortress, which is right at the top of the mountain behind the town, and getting there involves climbing about 1,300 rough steps. It was quite a tough climb, especially as the day warmed up, but the view from the top was spectacular. As we left Kotor that evening, there was a lovely sunset on our way north to Šibenik. Šibenik is a less interesting town than the others we visited, but it's very near the Krka National Park, to which we took a coach excursion. We only got to see a very small part of the national park, but what we did see was very scenic with lots of waterfalls. Our final port of call, Apatia, is an elegant seaside resort with a nice promenade along the seafront and lots of grand buildings. At the end of the cruise we had a full day in Venice before a late flight home.